So what I would like to do, next step, is if I get the program correctly on the essay, we have a little change in our program, but I am proud to, I've been here for 8 years, and this program has been going on for 20 years. And the guy who has me topped being involved in the program is the superintendent of schools, Dr. Milton Burnett. And I think he was a contemporary, by the way.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Well, I will say that this is the 20th year, and I've had the honor of being present for approximately 15 or 16 of these ceremonies since its inception. So I'd like to talk a little bit more about recent history a little bit. You talked about George Peabody during his day, and maybe you could talk about how we came to be here today. So it was back approximately 20 years ago, this being George Peabody's birthplace, is that correct, Mayor? That's correct, George Peabody's birthplace. And which room was he born in?
This front room right back here.
The front room right back here, okay. That's where George Peabody was born. Well, originally this was turned over into a private residence. This house was actually owned by the Eastman Gelatin Corporation. And approximately 20 years ago, the city of Peabody got some grants. They procured the house, actually almost a donation, I think it was a $1 donation. It was transferred from Eastman Gelatin to the city of Peabody. The grants did a restoration project for this house, and it was decided, how do we celebrate our city's namesake? So back approximately 20 years ago, the city and the school department decided, well, let's make sure all of our grade 3 students in the entire city on an annual basis come through this house to learn about the city's heritage, its namesake, and also we're actually starting to learn a little bit more about the leather industry, which is what Peabody was known for at that time. So all of the students for over 20 years now, for 20 years, have been actually coming as a rate every fall of their 3rd grade year. They come through the school department, and through the generosity of the docents here, they learn all about George Peabody. They go through the house, and sometimes those that come in the fall, they even have the opportunity for an outdoor snack. And I know the vision was, I think there used to be an oak tree out back for the students to be under the oak tree and everything, having picnics here and everything when we started. So that's how this house came to be. But then we said, well, we needed a culminating event. And ultimately the culminating event was a grade 3, some sort of a contest. Now, over the years, it's varied from a poster contest to an essay contest. And this year, we kind of have like a drawing and an essay here as well, too. The docents here and the awards committee, they receive all of these entries that come from all of the grade 3 students. They look very carefully through them, and they select 3 of the best. Now, what we have here is we have our top 3 students in the entire 3rd grade on this contest in the entire city. That's the top 3 out of almost 500 students. You are very, very proud. You should be very proud of yourself, because I know your parents and your teachers are very proud of you too. And that comes to this award ceremony, which is the closest school day we have to George Peabody's birthday. And here we are to celebrate. Now, also, when you have a contest, we also sometimes like to have some prizes associated with this too. So way back at the beginning of this contest, there was a bank in Peabody that was called the George Peabody Cooperative Bank. And the George Peabody Cooperative Bank stepped forward and offered the savings prizes, savings accounts, or savings bonds for these students. Subsequently, George Peabody Cooperative Bank was renamed the North Shore Bank. And they still step forward every year. They do so willingly. They look forward to it every year. So we have this over here, which I'll introduce in just a second. But they will present some awards to the students, and they'll give a couple of remarks. But for our students, one last little item. You are so good that your essays and your pictures have been copied and are being sent to every 3rd grade classroom in the entire city to be used as a model for what a good writing is and a good drawing is. So every 3rd grade student in the entire city will see your results. So you need to be proud of yourself. I know your parents are proud of you, and I know your teachers are proud of you as well too. So, and I also want to thank the parents and the teachers for doing such a good job in encouraging their children to be such good students. So, Mr. Silva.
Actually, I'll have Mr. Laflamme.
All right.
First, this is the president
Okay,
of the North
so
Shore
actually,
Bank.
this is Mr. Silva, this is Mr. David Laflamme, he's president of the North Shore Bank.
Hello. Well, thank you. As the superintendent mentioned, it's been our pleasure to participate in this program. This is so important for the past 20 years, and we're very, fortunate to be in a position to help from a financial aspect. But this couldn't come to be without the wonderful work of the volunteers, which we've mentioned, the support of the mayor and the city, and of course the teachers, and most importantly the parents. But again, we're here to recognize you guys. You did a fantastic job, and we have a tagline at our bank, because we try to help people. And a tagline we use is well north of your expectations. We ask our employees to perform well north of what people expect. And obviously today, you as the top 3 out of 500 have exceeded everyone's expectations, and you're to be congratulated. And great job. Thank you.
I'm Mary Lowe. I've been with the bank for 28 years. I'm currently the manager of the main office downtown in Peabody. I've been doing this, I think this is my 3rd year. It's a pleasure, it's always fun. It's getting harder and harder every year though, because we have 48 of them that were picked from all the 500. And you individuals should be very proud of yourselves, because you got picked out of those 48. It's, and none of us know what it is, it's very hard, it's a great job, well done. And what you get for prizes is, the first prize is a $100 passbook savings or savings account from the North Shore Bank to start saving towards your education. And the second prize is $50 savings account. And the third prize is $25. And that's donated by the bank, and you just come in. I will be giving you, actually Ms. LaFarm will be giving you a bag full of goodies from the North Shore Bank, and also with the letter of acceptance to come in and open your account at your convenience. Okay, look forward to seeing you again.
Okay, now the most important part is we're going to be giving out and introducing the award winners and giving out the awards. But just before we do so, I mentioned earlier about philanthropy and how George Peabody personified that. But if it wasn't for a bank like the North Shore Bank that understands that it has a role in the community, and that role is not only to be good bankers and lend money, but to help the community. They understand that and have really been terrific. A lot of things that the city needs and a lot of things that community members need, they stand up. And we appreciate that. And I have to tell you this, the first account I ever had. And I said that.
Well, we appreciate that, Mr. Mayor.